Good evening and welcome to Celebrate Ontario 2013. My name is Karen Thornstone and I'm the President and CEO at the Ontario Media Development Corporation. And on behalf of our staff, our board, and of course our board chair, Kevin Shea, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this important celebration of Ontario film and Ontario filmmakers. I imagine that the very fact that you're here tonight probably means that you know a little something about OMDC and about our role in investing in Ontario's creative industries. So I'm going to spare you that speech tonight and simply say that because of all of you, your creativity, your innovation, and the fabulous content that you create across all sorts of platforms, our creative industries in this province are thriving. They're making critical contributions to our economy, creating thousands of high-value jobs, and of course, we've garnered a tremendous international reputation as an ideal filming jurisdiction and a partner. We're so thrilled to have so many of our international guests here with us tonight. We hope you'll all use that opportunity to make some new business connections. Of course, OMDC is also a long-standing partner of TIFF, and I'd like to congratulate Piers and Cameron and Michelle and the entire TIFF team for putting together yet another amazing festival and programming lineup. And I'd also like to take the opportunity to sincerely thank our own partner and lead sponsor for tonight, PwC. PricewaterhouseCoopers has been a generous supporter of all of the creative media industries in Ontario and, of course, of tonight's celebration. Tonight is all about celebrating and saluting our Ontario filmmakers, and there's a huge list of Ontario films at this year's festival. And I wanted to take just a second to also mention that our jury has just made their decisions on our latest funding for a new slate of films, so watch for those to be posted on our website very soon. But in the meantime, I hope you will take a few minutes this evening to take a look at the screens around the room. They're showing trailers of the 5 OMDC-funded films that are screening at TIFF this year: The F Word, Enemy, The Husband, Watermark, and of course, The Art of the Steal, which brings me to introducing our special guest speaker, because his film is The Art of the Steal and screening as a gala presentation next week. So it's my pleasure to introduce you all to Jonathan Sobel. Come on, Jonathan. You'll all know him as a Toronto-based director and writer, and certainly no stranger to TIFF. His previous feature, The Beginner's Guide to Endings, also supported by OMDC, by the way, had its world premiere as a gala at TIFF in 2010. And of course, his latest film, a caper comedy, features a star-studded cast of veteran talents including Kurt Russell, Matt Dillon, Jay Boucherol, and Catherine Winnick, to name just a few, and best of all, it was made right here in Ontario. We're so proud of him, we're so proud of the wonderful work that Jonathan does, and we're proud to be his partner. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Jonathan Sobel.
Well, I didn't know I was going to be up first, and I didn't know I would get that introduction. So I think rather than outline the financial benefits that the OMDC does, which I'm sure we're all very well aware of, I'm going to tell you a bit of a personal story. About 10, maybe 12 years ago, I started in this industry, and I started like a lot of people do at the bottom, and I was an unpaid PA picking up Gary Busey from the airport. And it took him like 6 hours to get through customs. I'm not sure why to this day. He lost a shoe as well. It was really strange. And then toiling through the industry, coming from a small town, and not having any resources or connections to the industry, it wasn't until I applied for the Al Waxman calling card through the OFDC, which was a great program, and it really fundamentally changed the direction of my career. To this day, I can honestly say that it kind of launched me in a way. And to that, I will forever be thankful, I guess, is the right word, of the OMDC. Now, I also think that here in Ontario, we have a lot of opportunities, and a lot of them are created by Telefilm and the OMDC that allow filmmakers to tell stories, both small and increasingly large, as we go forward. And in my time in the industry, I also think we have a maturing industry. And by that I mean, not only do we have challenging smaller films for smaller audiences, but we're really beginning to compete on the world stage, telling bigger stories and reaching wider audiences. And I think that we as Ontarians should be very, very proud of that. And one of the key contributors to that is, of course, the OMDC. And I think that if they even had more money, they could probably do more. Can I say that? So having woefully strained from my rehearsed remarks, I'll just say that without the OMDC, I would still be waiting at the airport for Gary Busey. Thank you.
Jonathan, thank you so much. And I know the minister was very attentive during your speech. Listen, thank you all for being attentive. We'll try and make this commercial as quickly as we can. My name, for the record, is Kevin Shea, and it's my privilege to serve as the chair of the OMDC. And on behalf of the entire board and our staff, we congratulate all Ontario filmmakers at TIFF this year. Every year, it seems that we have much more to celebrate. It's great to see so many industry folks here tonight. And of course, you should all be congratulated for helping to drive the record growth, as the Premier said last night, in the Ontario film production business in recent years. Congratulations to all of you. Now, of course, OMDC could not provide the programs and funding that we do, this is the commercial, without tremendous support from our provincial government. And that support is personified in our next speaker, a true friend of our industry, the Honourable Michael Chan. He's the Ontario Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport, and also the minister responsible for the Parapan American Games. Minister Chan is a passionate believer in the importance of our creative industries and their role in supporting a strong and a vibrant economy. He's been a true champion of all of you, for us at the OMDC, and we can't thank him enough for his enthusiasm. As I like to say, he goes to the cabinet table with his arms on the table and fights for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chan.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you very much for your very kind and generous introduction. And having said that, I have to let you know, for your generosity, I don't really have that much money. God, you know, that's good. Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, really my pleasure to be here today. And on behalf of the Premier, Kathleen Wing, and the Government of Ontario, first and foremost, I want to bring you the warmest greeting, as I'm really honored to attend today the 37th Annual Toronto International Film Festival, hosted by, of course, one of my great agencies, the OMDC. Tonight, at the Kalu, I see a venue that is unique, iconic, a venue that has many stories to tell, like TIFF, a proudly Canadian event, a unique international festival, a true celebration of the arts of storytelling, bringing Ontario's story to life on the big screen and share them with the world, and proudly place Ontario on the map as an international creative capital, a place that attracts talent from within our borders and beyond, a place that offers a competitive and creative environment to film, produce, and edit. It is little wonder why 2012 was a banner year for film and television production within our great province, generating $1.3 billion for our economy while employing 30,000 Ontarians. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. As the film business continues to grow, our success, our reputation, our pride in industry has been shaped by the vision, dedication, and commitment of our industry leaders, leaders like you and the staff, members, and board of our government agency, the OMDC, like Karen von Storm and Kevin Shea. I have to return him the favor, by the way, whose work day now ensure that film and television production in Ontario thrives. To all of you, the OMDC, and for all that you have done, I want to say thank you. And once in a while, people come to me and ask me, say, Minister or Michael, what's the thing that you really like the most related to TIFF? And would that be all the beautiful stars and costumes and passions and all the excitement? Yes, they're all good. They're all good, including the wine. But I can tell you one thing. One thing I really like the most is the fact that TIFF had a pulling force, that force to attract all the people from the world to come to Toronto and Ontario and having fun and do a lot of good for our film industry, and at the same time had a lot of fun. So tonight, folks, enjoy the reception, enjoy TIFF, and enjoy having fun. Thank you for having me tonight.
Minister Chan, thank you so much. Thank you to you and your staff. A number of them are here tonight. As we say, without the team that the minister has been able to bring together, all of us would not be in this fine industry that we're in today. So a sincere thank you. Again, thank you, folks, for being respectful. We said this commercial would be very short. I'm going to end on a commercial, and that is a huge thank you to PwC, our sponsor tonight. As you know, when we're hosting something in the Ontario government, as the minister knows only too well, serving alcohol is against the law. The real reason why PwC is our sponsor tonight is that they're subsidizing the liquor. So thank you so much. Because we all know, in the film and TV and music and interactive business, liquor is our partner. Have a great night, guys.